What's up, team? I'm former United States Army Ranger Joshua Thompson. Over the past couple of months, some of you guys have shared some of your workout routines with me. In this video, I'll be going over the most common mistakes I see you guys making when it comes to you guys' training, when it comes to selection. If you guys enjoy me covering tip videos just like this one, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. The first mistake I see you guys making a lot is that you guys aren't taking your nutrition and your sleep seriously enough. Almost every time I ask you guys what your diet looks like, how much sleep are you getting, each response that I get is pretty similar. You guys don't think about your nutrition and your sleep that much. It's pretty much in the back burner of you guys' mind, and I'm here to say that it's more important than you guys realize, right? This mindset of thinking it's not important and not optimizing your nutrition and your sleep completely mitigates the amount of results that you guys get. I go way more in depth as to what kind of degree this effect has on your potential results in another video. Go check that out. I'll have it linked in the description. The way that I see it is a complete pie. The complete pie is your maximum results. 1/3 of the pie is your workouts. Another third is your nutrition, and the last third is your sleep. If you don't have all of these areas optimized, you're limiting yourself. If you guys like, I could go over a meal prep video where I go over how I optimize my diet for training. And on top of nutrition, what I personally like to do to further push my maximum limit, to further push your results, I highly recommend you use supplements to maximize the amount of potential you could put into your workouts as well as your nutrition, completely optimizing both of those aspects. Now, a lot of you guys are curious about the supplements I use, specifically the ones that I use for Rasp. One thing I was completely adamant about was taking creatine. The creatine I use right now are these bad boys. They're called Tasty Gains. What's great about them is that they're gummies. They're super easy to take compared to their powdered counterparts. Not only is it easier to count how many grams you're taking, you also don't have to chug a bunch of water compared to doing that with the powdered counterpart. So not only are these super easy to take, but they're basically like candy. So if you're like me, you probably take more than you should. There's a lot of bad info about creatine, but guys, it is one of the safest supplements on the market. There is a reason it is an approved supplement when it comes to Rasp. What creatine is going to do is going to help with your workout performance as well as your recovery. So you're optimizing your nutrition and your workouts to a higher degree because you're taking creatine. So why wouldn't you want to have all the advantages you can get when it comes to selection, especially when it comes to an approved supplement like creatine when it comes to Rasp? So what I recommend is you grab yourself a bottle of Tasty Gains, try it out, and I guarantee that your performance will massively improve. Additionally, they're doing a Black Friday, Cyber Monday type of thing where you can get 20% off. So this is the best time you can get your hands on this stuff. You can find this in the link in the description. The second mistake I see a lot of you guys making, and I see this almost with everyone who's messaged me, is that you guys don't have enough volume in your workouts. All right, most of your workouts that I see you guys doing is enough to get you ready for basic training, but we're not training for basic training. We're training for selection, right? And for selection, you have to be massively in better shape than majority of troops in the military. To give you guys a reference baseline, when I went through AIT, at the bare minimum, I would conduct workouts that had at least 5 exercises with at least 4 to 6 sets of each exercise, and each of those sets would have at least 12 to 15 reps. And I would do these workouts almost daily with a caveat of maybe 2 days off per month. If you guys want a further in-depth analysis of exactly what I did, you can check out my video on what exactly I did in AIT to prepare myself for Rasp. But I did this before I headed over to pre-Rasp, and when I got to pre-Rasp, I was so much above the standard that by the time I got there, when I took the class up PT test, I immediately went over to the Rasp building. So I was in pre-Rasp for like a week. And guys, you can get stuck in pre-Rasp for a very long time, because in order to get out of pre-Rasp and class up to Rasp, you have to be one of the top 165, I believe it's 165. You have to be in the top 165 individuals passing your PT test. Otherwise, you're not going to class up into the next Rasp class. So you can see that you can be stuck in pre-Rasp for a very long time because your PT isn't at the level that it needs to be in order to go into Rasp. So you can see why it's so important not just to meet the standard, but far exceed the standard, because you're making your life easier when you get to pre-RASP. The third and final mistake in this video that I see you guys making, and this is probably the most detrimental mistake that I see you guys making, is the mistake that you're making excuses for yourself. You guys ask me a lot of questions about running. Running is a perfect example of this. You guys come to me, you ask, how can I improve my running times? And you give me the spiel of what you guys are doing. And you already know what I'm gonna say before I say it. You guys tell me how much you guys are running, and you tell me, you insist, you know that you need to run more. But then the follow-up after that is the excuses. My legs start hurting after about a mile in, so therefore I stop running a mile after because I just can't run anymore. Or I cannot run outside because it's below freezing outside, so therefore I can't go outside and run, so therefore I can't run. How do I improve my running if I can't go outside and run? And sometimes I wonder, why do these individuals reach out to me like I'm going to provide them some sort of trick or motivation to get them to run more? Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to say. You guys just need to run more. You need to find a way to run more. If you're an individual who needs to have the motivation or needs to have all the tricks and tips to get you started and get you out the door, that might be good for a week or two, maybe a month, but eventually the motivation is going to fade and you're going to start making excuses again. My legs hurt. It's too cold outside. And this will lead you to eventually stop training again. I'm going to say this to all my viewers. There is no motivation or trick that you guys need. You just need to put in more work. Specifically for running, if you're looking to improve your running, you need to run more. That's all there is to it. I do have specific videos breaking down exactly how much volume you guys need to do and what kind of variance, but it's up to you in order to put in that work. Individuals who are serious about joining special operations aren't going to make excuses for themselves. They are going to find a way to solve the issue at hand and find a way to put in the work. And whether that is you need to stop running after a mile because your legs hurt and walk for a mile or so, and then start running again once your legs start feeling better, do it. If you need to bundle yourself up in order to combat the cold, in order to get your run in, you need to do that. Or you can get yourself a membership at a 24-hour fitness gym where you can go run on a treadmill whenever you need to. The point is, you are killing your PT potential when you make these excuses. And a lot of times, these excuses are easily solvable if you just use your head. And honestly, if you continue to make these kind of excuses later down the line, maybe special operations isn't for you. Because once you pass RASP or your selection, this stuff isn't going to go away. It's only going to amplify, and you're going to continue doing hard work. You're going to continue running. You're going to continue being in harsh environments. So if you're making excuses now, it's probably not for you. That being said, there are genuine excuses like catching an illness or breaking your bones. And obviously in those situations, it's more important to optimize your recovery, because if you continue to train in that kind of state, you're doing more harm than good. But I assume you guys are smart enough to know the difference between something that's detrimental to your health and an excuse. So let's not play dumb. All right, let's put in the work. At the end of the day, you guys know where your level is at. You know you need to run more. You know you need to put in more work for your core. You know you need to do more push-ups. So when you catch yourself making that excuse, put it in your pocket and go put in the work. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy your holidays. If you found this video helpful in any way, hit the like button and share with your Ranger buddy so that way they don't have any excuses. If you guys thought I missed anything or would like to add your thoughts, comment down in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.